my goodness. I just like jumped out. How have I not lost this hardcore world yet? That's like the 48th time that I have plummeted to my near death making this iron farm. And that's, hey, spoiler, that's what we're doing today. This is Echo Canvas, and welcome back into my hardcore world where I somehow have not died yet. I don't know. I'm also not, going to fight the wither every 5 seconds or jumping right into the dragon. So I guess that might be why. But we're making an iron farm today, and what I did was I was tired of the same iron farm I build every single season or every single Minecraft world I've ever done. And I YouTubed aesthetically pleasing Minecraft Java iron farms. And up came Mr. Matt Ranger. He had a wonderful video. I wouldn't say it was a tutorial, but it was like a picture and him building it and of this beautiful iron farm, and I fell in love with it, and it goes well in our little world here. And so props to that YouTuber, and thanks for the template. I changed it a little bit, but not a lot, so most of the credit goes to him. So, but before we do that, we have to clean out this area, obviously without a beacon. That's how I roll. Oh, jeez. Can you guys just leave me alone? Alright, it's all cleared out. Where'd my music go? I've lost the music. Oh well. So we need to make everything spawn-proofed in a radius, I believe is 16 by 16. But I'm making it a little bit further. So there's room for air. I am not the greatest spawn proofer, and not seen on television here is I went underneath of this hill and I tried to spawn proof all the little caves and tunnels underneath, and I bet you any money I missed a lot. So I bet you that's going to be the downfall of me doing this iron farm, but we'll take our time and figure it out. Okay, so that looks good for that square. We're going to need to do a bit more terraforming over here. Guys, there's still no music left. I'm not sure what's going on here. Silence. It's silent. It is silent. Oh well. You guys can just listen to me breathe. I should have warned you, I have a very raging sore throat, and I'm snotting all over myself and anything within a 1 foot radius. So I'm sure this is gonna sound great, and also forgive me if I sneeze. I also broke my hand. I got bit by a dog. I know I explained that last video, but for those of you who might not have caught that one, I got bit by a dog. Not a malicious dog, just he was playing and he didn't understand that my hand was not a ball. So I got a bunch of sutures and I got a sweet cast on. So with that being said, videos will probably be slow, because obviously it was my right hand and I'm right-handed and I use a right-handed mouse. Although this one might look universal, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I have not disappeared. My hand is just broken. So. I also downloaded yesterday a Pokemon game, Pokemon Fire Red. I did a lot of research. I haven't played Pokemon since I was like 7, and I am way older than that now. And so I was like, for nostalgia purposes, I was like, I'm gonna play a Pokemon game. And so I did a lot of research, and everyone told me that if I'm jumping back into the Pokemon world, I should play Pokemon Fire Red. Is that what's called, Fire Red? Yeah. And I downloaded that on my Switch. So I hope it does me good. It seems very nostalgic, but we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll continue, but I just had a hankering to play some Pokemon, so that's cool. Let me know. Have you guys played Pokemon? And if you did, where did you start if you were, for lack of a better term, a late bloomer? I am shocked I haven't fallen down there yet. All right, so that's about enough terraforming. Let's move on with life. What you think? Yeah, that should be big enough. So I had an idea. We're just gonna put random blocks, or slabs I should say, around this whole area. I'm gonna use cobblestone, mud bricks, dark oak slabs, andesite, I think, is in our repertoire here. Stone, like natural stone. And I'm just gonna randomly place them all around here. And they have to be bottom slabs, I think, because if they're top slabs, I think iron golems can still spawn on them. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am not the Minecraft guru. But this little section right now, I'm kind of making a little square here, is where the actual iron farm part is gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I'm not gonna cut out too much of this video just because I want, not a tutorial, but I want you to see what Mr. Matt Ranger did. And so if you want to use it too, you can. Alright, so I went around and I bottom slabbed all of this. It came out pretty good. I only had so many mud bricks, so I was wishing for it to be a little bit more on the tan spectrum, but it came up pretty good. I need to make like an automatic mud farm, which I've actually never made before, but I'm realizing I'm going to use a lot of mud this season. Alright, so this is... this is just for looks. There's no reason for this. Except for that I wanted it to be a little... Oopsie. Wanted it to be a little bit more... I don't know. I just wanted these, but not these ones that I'm getting rid of. There. Not so bad so far. Eventually my plan is to make like a bridge over back that way that kind of connects to this area. This will be just our little entrance area. I'm going to modify it slightly. There. And we'll add some barrels for prettiness. Although I bet you any money when I bring those villagers over here, they're gonna want to be a fisherman. I don't think it matters though. Maybe? I like barrels. I use them as decorative blocks quite frequently. And you know what? You can put some junk in there too. We'll make our little doorway right here. See if that lines up. Yes, it does. And now we'll start to I'm gonna do like a gradient. I don't even want to call it a gradient. It's more like just random blocks, again with the same idea with the stone bricks. I think I threw some tuft in there. Cobblestone. All those fun things. Kind of the same gradient that I used, or palette that I used for the floor. And I kind of wanted to see... I thought maybe you could put mud down, but I don't have any... And, you know, just pour some water over it, but I forgot that you had to use those glass bottles. So I'm replacing those with something else right now. So a long, tedious process. I probably could have cut some of this out for you guys. But hey, just relax. Hopefully you're following along. There's been a few of you who asked for the seed, and it's a great seed, so enjoy. Let me know where you've spawned. Like if you've made a base somewhere in the same seed, let me know. I think that's so cool. I'd love to know. Alright, we're gonna go up maybe 5 or 6 blocks. Again, we're gonna do the random gradient. And here we go. Here we go. At this point, we're now gonna switch to more of like the mud color. I think I might go a little bit further. Yeah, but first we're gonna make like a little border with some andesite steps. Are they called glazed or smooth? Probably neither. I can't remember. But we'll go all the way around. And our first layer is gonna be dark oak logs. I love dark oak. It's probably one of my favorite building blocks in Minecraft. Obviously spruce, that's everyone's favorite, I feel, but I like dark oak too. I love mangrove, but it's a pain in the rear end. Alright, then we're gonna make just some little textured on the outside to make it look a little like fortified, maybe. If fortified's the right word. And just remember, if you're following along, make sure you spawn proof everything. I'm using a lot of trapdoors, a lot of slabs, a lot of buttons. I'm usually pretty lackadaisical with my spawn proofing, but I'm trying to get this right the first time so we don't have to do it 97 times. Alright, so that looks good. There. It looks like a fort. I like it. Alright, so up here we're gonna do, we're gonna use, well first we're gonna get over here, and then we're gonna use a spruce step and a spruce fence just to add some texture to the side of the build. I think Mr. What's his name? Mr. Matt Ranger might have textured his a little bit differently, but I'll add my own twist to it. He had some resources that I haven't come across yet, so I have to make do. There. So we're going to make some trapdoors and start our spawn proofing for this level. I should have looked in our storage before we got here. I bet we have quite a few trapdoors. I'm not spawn proofing the inside because we're gonna keep building on that, and it would be kind of pointless to spawn proof it and then get rid of it. So there, and I haven't fallen. All right, so here are our slabs, and we're gonna do them bottom slabs again because I feel like that is a thing that I've read somewhere, that nothing can spawn on bottom slabs. Another thing I've been doing, I've obviously, with my hand being out of commission and not feeling so hot, I started watching Etho's Survival World from like 14 years ago. It's just amazing. I like to watch. Apparently he's playing in the same survival world when he's not in Hermitcraft, and I just want to see. I've never watched it from start to finish, and I want to see the progression because I know what the end of the world kind of looks like right now, but I missed a ton. He's got like a 590 something episodes. It's nuts. I have like 4 episodes and I'm exhausted. All right, so I'm just placing some more trapdoors around to continue our spawn proofing fun and games. Ooh, there. That looks cool. I don't know if let's just keep going. I'm not going to say anything yet. Alright, going into here, we're going to make kind of like a door, but it's going to be open all the time for now. You know what? I should have used shelves for this. I didn't even think of that. I love shelves and I rarely use them because I always forget that they exist. Always. I think it's because when I first started playing Minecraft, they didn't have them, so in my mind they just don't exist. But I need to start utilizing them more. That's not big enough. That's too wide. We'll do another little row here. And minus that one. And over here, and I did the same thing over there. So future plans for this, there's that, first of all finished. But future plans, we need to go to the Nether soon because I need a beacon. Ugh. I do. I need a beacon. So that means we need to fight the Wither and probably fight a bajillion Wither skeletons to get their heads. I'm just gonna make some windows here so we can get a little natural light in there. But yeah, I have a couple projects coming up that I might need a beacon for things like jump sprinting and the haste effect, and I've put it off for too long. It'll probably be the end of this hardcore world, so everybody just take it in while it lasts. I sound like a pessimistic Polly, huh? Just rational. Just rational. That looks good. I'm not sure if I should go up a block, but I'm not going to do anything here. I think I like that you can just like see into the floor. Alright, so I started, first of all, I made it a lot of mud blocks. And we are going to use mud, packed mud, stone bricks, and jungle logs, or jungle planks. And we're going to just go up a little bit and see how it looks. I love it. I love that. I don't use mud enough. Okay. So now, the next part gets tricky because some of it is open. But before we do that, I need to make our little fortress style. I'm going to do the same thing around the edges for spawn proofing that we did on the lower level, so I can save my brain. So I'm going to go do that and see how it comes out. Alright, again on the outside, same idea. And we'll do bottom slabs. Go one. Oh, no, that doesn't look good. That's not how I did it the last time. How did I do it? No. I like this idea, but it's not gonna work. It looks like my dog's jagged teeth. Thank God for feather falling, that's all I can say. This isn't that far up yet, but I need to be careful. There's too much on the line. Alright, what did I do down there? Not this. Why is this so hard for my mind to comprehend? You know what? Screw it. I'm getting rid of that. Put this. And we will get rid of this. That. Ugh. This is infuriating. This is the way my mind works. My mind works. Just a mess. It's a mess. I'm trying to think how I want to put it. I can't decide. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Do this. I'm gonna get rid of this and do this. Oops. I wanted that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. There. Done. Move along. There. After all that hemming and hawing. Now we're gonna go up a little bit on this part. And this gets crazy because there needs to be gaps because there's actually windows up here. So that's annoying. But also it looks really good. So I'll kind of lay out where I want the windows to be. And then we'll kind of work around them. That's the easiest way I can think to do this without falling. And then we'll just work up in the corners here, I think. We're getting a little too high and I can't look down without getting nervous. I realize that, speaking of the next episodes to come, the Nether Fortress we found might not spawn a lot of wither skeletons, so we might have to find one in more of like a soul sand valley, which sounds like a wonderful time. So we might have a date soon to find another one, another fortress. All right, I think this is good spacing for windows. Oh my lord, I just sneezed like 4,000 times. 4,000! I am going to put... This is how I'm going to slab up here. Sorry if I sound nasally. And then I'm going to put some stairs up here to just kind of frame the window a little bit. But yeah, we're going to use trapdoors to spawn proof. I think they look cool. Oops, that doesn't look right. Done. That looks good. It's coming along. Alright, so for texture along the sides here, I'm going to put trapdoors along the sides as well. I don't think it has anything to do with spawn proofing, but I just like the looks. I also realize I don't mind cutting jungle trees when I have scaffolding because I scaffold all the way to the top. And then I just chop my way down to the bottom, and I think that's so easy. Usually I do like the spiral staircase method. That was before I had any scaffolding. So again, we're going with our fortress look again. And the same idea around the entire top. Modified for the windows, of course. Alright, let's not spend so long scrutinizing this time. There. I don't know why I insist on doing a different design for each level, but that's just what I want. And we'll spawn proof. Of course. Don't you dare fall down here. There, the last level. Now we're gonna make like the little, I want to call it a steeple looking design. So if I put some of these, I might change the color of these blocks eventually, but it's just to hold the other blocks up. And we're going to use moss, cobblestone, mud, stone, tuff, deep slate, and we're just gonna make a steeple. I'm not sure. I might have to modify it a little bit because I'm not sure it's gonna like come to a too much of a peak. Yeah, look, no, that doesn't look good. That looks bad, very bad. I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, let's go up one more so it comes to more of a higher peak. Oh, I love the sound mud makes. Okay, and don't forget we have to spawn proof this whole thing. No iron golems on the steeple. There, that's better. That's more, oh, that's kind of green though. I'm gonna fix that behind the scenes and make it more black. Alright, like I said, we are gonna get rid of those cobblestones because they're ugly. And I'm gonna put these instead. So the next part, we're gonna have the villager zombie area up top. And then below that, we're gonna have, on the next level, we're gonna have where the iron golems are supposed to spawn. And then below that, we're gonna have, you know, like where our collection area. So I'm not sure if that's one part of his video that he didn't show fully. So I'm kind of just making that up on my own and using, you know, Minecraft mechanics. And I'm hoping that works. So wish me luck. Alright, so again, we're going to slab. Oops. I did top slab because I want to put things in here, so we'll just spawn proof again. And this is where our zombie's gonna go. So I need another slab. There, and we're gonna put a cauldron in there. We need a name tag. And we are gonna name our zombie. We can name him. I think I'm gonna go with Lester. We're gonna put our cauldron here, and that's where our zombie's gonna sit. And I'm gonna make a little area for us to kind of stand and lure him out. Just like this. And I'm gonna make a balcony because I don't want to die. And I'm gonna make this wider. Again, for reasons of error. And put this out. That way we can get our zombie in there. Trapdoor. Trapdoor. We're gonna jump over. And another trapdoor. So, that's how we're gonna trap our zombie, just like that. Now, we're gonna find a zombie. Hello friends, come with me. Look, I found you guys a home. Get in. Okay, jump down. Close it. And then wait. Alright, he should stop jumping. Alright, Lester. Welcome home. So now you can get rid of all this stuff. And he should settle down. Maybe once I disappear. Okay, do not remove the other one that's on top of him. You'll be sorry. I made that mistake like 4 times. Alright, now I'm gonna make his little hidey hole so that the zombies don't see him all the time, but see him sometimes. Can you guys hear my robot vacuum? Shut up! Her name is Dusty. Dusty, shut up. Alright, that might not work, but we'll try it. I need to at least move that thing on his head. Ooh, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Ah, okay. Hello, Lester. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to fix that. Spawn proof. And I'm gonna cover... I'm gonna eventually have to cover him up because the zombies, I mean the villagers are not gonna be able to see him at first. They're gonna be scared. Look how cute he is in there. Okay, covered up. Now we're gonna put our beds out. We're gonna need 3 because we need 3 villagers. Here, here, and here. Now to make our little area for where the iron golems are gonna spawn. And we need to make like a water source or a platform where the water source is gonna come down to that area, and it's the iron golems are going to be pushed over this way. And it looks like that will work fine. We're gonna make a little hole here with a chest and then some hoppers on top of that. And I'm gonna get rid of this for fire reasons. Ugh. You know what, guys? We're gonna try it. We don't need to have that say E/. I'm gonna put a sign there. A sign here. And a sign over here. And that should hold our lava. You know what? I knew this was gonna happen. No! No! What an idiot. Okay. Crisis averted. We're gonna button down here. Spawn proof. Look, and we're gonna wait and nothing has happened. It worked! Now we can get our villagers. Come on. Let's go. I feel like we just did this. Come on. Okay, they're almost in. Get in. Done. This is our iron farm. Doesn't look that bad. Need some things around the edges, like maybe some bushes or something. Terraforming. That kind of thing. Again, you can see our villagers in the top there, or where their beds are. I'll show you. Let's head in there and I'll show you a little bit closer. I did make some jobs for them because I think they have to be working at some point for them to sleep and for the iron golems to spawn. So then this is where the iron golems spawn. Here one comes. And then we're just gonna sit here and we're going to put some more, just a little aesthetically pleasing items so that we can keep all of the stuff that the iron golems drop. And that way we don't have to keep running back to our base. I can hear one already. This is good. I don't know how like successful this iron farm is, but it gives me enough for what I want to do. So that's good, I guess. Perfect. Don't forget to spawn proof everything. So I'm just gonna keep decorating in here, maybe put some glass panes on, but this is it, guys. I really appreciate everyone watching and supporting and liking and subscribing and all that stuff. You don't need to do it, and you do it anyway. And the comments, everyone seems to be so nice on here, and I guess I didn't know that. And it's such a great community, and I'm having a fun time. I'm meeting some really cool people. Yeah, next time we're going to the Nether to fight the Wither. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.